James Shields, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Harold, what do you got?
Leading off
19 losses, Matt. That's what he had last year. It's hard to even look at it or even say it, so I know he struggled through the winter. But that motivates you. He had to work hard, get himself ready, and I'm hoping the lessons he learned through the 19 losses we'll see be a difference maker for this season for him.
And Harold, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in 2-1 on the young season and off to a good start.
They played good ball yesterday and pulled off a W. Let's see if they're able to keep that momentum going and play good again this one and win another game.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
Man, I think the key here is their game plan at the plate. They have to be selective. They have to understand who's on the mound and when he's going to get wild and when he's going to give you something to hit. And when be ready and jumping when he brings it over the plate.
So striding in, Eddie Rosario. And pitchers beware, because he's been off the charts hot to start the season. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And the skies are clear, but that's not helping the temperature much. 45 degrees here at first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Matt, my man, Rusty Valentine. I just like saying the name, Rusty Valentine. Okay, I'm supposed to talk about what he calls. Look, he's a little accurate on the corners. He's not going to give you much, but he's accurate. But if you go up and down, you might get some calls.
He just dissected him in that at-bat as he flails at that one, and he's down on 3 pitches, 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit, try to put that ball in play.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cabrera's there. And the inning is over. Down. Kyle Gibson, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, if you look at the rotation, this is the guy everybody questions. How is he still in it? ERA over 5 last season. But what I see is a guy that they trust. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go be out there and battle. And let's just see if maybe he can turn this trend around of inconsistency.
And H, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. It's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Well, Matt, they're coming off winning a big game. I mean, they played great baseball. They scored a lot of runs in that win yesterday. So if they can carry that momentum over, they're going to be tough to beat.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And it's grounded foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Harold?
I think the sinker ball is the toughest pitch to hit because you're told all the time to look down for a ball, and every pitcher's told to get it down. But then when you start to swing and the ball sinks even more, that's when you get ground balls. So you got to go there with a real good game plan of making him get that ball up, which he knows he's not trying to do. It's a tough battle.
Melky Cabrera comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
When you have a guy throwing a sinker and a changeup, the whole key to hitting is make him get the ball up. They're going to try to keep it on the same plane, but if he's not keeping it below the knees, he's going to be in trouble. Just make him get it up.
Now here it comes. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And this is fouled straight back. Bases are empty, one man out. And 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Now Cabrera awaits the 2-2. And he takes strike three called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Jose Abreu is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
When you're on the road, you look for that one guy that's going to be able to get that W for you, and you consider it a win day. He's starting off nice right now. 2 strikeouts in the bottom of the first. You got to be thinking, this is our guy. This is a chance to get a W.
The windup and the 0-1. And a slider on the inside for strike one.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but those were 2 good pitchers' pitches. Both on the inside half, both for strikes. There's nothing you can do with it. You just got to hope now you get something to hit.
Here's the 0-2. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. Now at the plate, Brian Dozier. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Soto is camped under this one, and very quickly one gone.
All right, Matt, time for majestic defensive alignment for the White Sox. And I'm not going to be real positive here because they've got the worst fielding percentage in all of baseball. This team just doesn't catch the ball very well. There could be a lot of mistakes. It might get ugly today. Watch yourself.
Here's Byung-Ho Park, and he's been one of the league's big stories in April, having come out of the gates extremely hot at the plate. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Batting six.
Max Kepler,
Right
the
fielder.
next to grab a bat.
Max Kepler.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Abreu is in his tracks now. 2 gone.
Batting seventh. Shortstop.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. In yesterday's ball game, he launched a couple over the wall, so we'll see if he's got some more thump in that bat here in this one. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
He just sports that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
So here's Joe Mauer. Now a hard liner. Foul. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Cabrera is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Twins fire the opening salvo as they're on the board courtesy of this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. Standing in, Avisail Garcia. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Into the windup and the pitch. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Twins. And I'm looking down there at second base at Brian Dozier. I love how this guy turns the pivot. Hanging there with the best of them, and he's got the arm strength to turn the tough one.
Here it comes. Todd Frazier is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
That's a pitch to build on right there. In this ballpark, the ball's flying. You want to keep the ball down. That was excellent.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Batting 6. Patrick.
Stepping in, Giovanni Soto. Will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the 2-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
Gibson's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
Man, it's going to be a long game. The angle that he's throwing that sinker at, nobody's going to touch that.
Oh, got him looking at the 2-seamer, and that'll end it. Down in order go the White Sox. It remains 1-0. So digging in now, Jason Castro, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Garcia has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number
Here's Byron
25.
Buxton now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Man, you got the guy 0-2. How frustrating can you be to leave a ball out over the plate and he ends up getting a base hit?
Eddie Rosario.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Now the 0-1. Driven nicely into the gap. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
Third baseman.
Ready for another chance? Miguel Sano. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Squared that one up just a little late. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul.
Well, that was an impressive swing. A fastball is he'll hit a foul ball home run with it, but he got out in front of it a little bit too much. Timing just a tad off.
Hard liner toward short, and that is down for extra bases, as this will get one home and maybe two. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Number 2, second baseman Brian Dozier.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. One run scores, and the throw's going to hold that second runner over at third, so they'll just plate the one here.
Wow, well, that's a combination of a little bit of speed and luck. He pulls the ball into the hole right there. You're going to drive in that run, and they have no play on you.
Standing in now, Byung-Ho Park, and a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Bases are loaded with only one out. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with two away now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. And that retires the side. Twins forced to settle for one. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Twins are out in front 2-0. Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Now, that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
And this is hit high in the air and crossing into foul ground behind third. But this will land untouched.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And here's Tyler Saladino.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
And now pitch on the way. Down and away, ball 1.
Now, that was a good pitch to lay off. When it starts on the outside half of the plate, that slider right there, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a fly ball right down the line in left. Rosario is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Standing in, number 32. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
It can be tough to lay off a high fastball like that because right at your eye level, it looks like it's so easy to hit, and then it's by you.
Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play. Gibson gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Castro gathers, and that ends the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. The Twins are in front, 2-0. Digging in for his second at bat, Eduardo Escobar. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Cabrera will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
First baseman number
Digging
7.
in to try it again. Joe Mauer comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. On a pretty swing from Mauer as he launches this ball to deep right field. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. So it's a solo shot off the bat of Joe Mauer. 4th home run here in the early going as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
Well, that's why you hear people say work down in the zone. This is such a difficult pitch to hit. But if the ball's up a little bit, these great hitters, they touch it, it's going out of the ballpark. Right there is a prime example.
Now batting.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in.
Castro.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cabrera's there. 2 gone.
Now batting. The center fielder.
Striding in once again, Byron Buxton. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. The relay. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble.
Another first pitch hit. Man, they're going up there aggressive, looking for that first pitch fastball. He's struggling right now, and they are feasting.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Comes set and the 0-1. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Two out with the man at first. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Garcia racing back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. One for the Twins in the inning, and it comes on this Joe Mauer solo blast. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Twins. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Melky Cabrera will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will be corralled by Mauer, and that's out number 2. So here is Avisail Garcia. He's 0 for 1 thus far from the stretch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Fouled back. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Here's Miguel Sano. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Baseman Miguel Sano.
And Shields back to work now as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one.
Matt, he's throwing a lot of strikes. Very impressive, right? We just saw a swing and miss. But he may be even more effective if every now and then he throws a ball that's out of the zone, because they know he's in the zone. They're being really aggressive. If they have to think a little bit, it might not be a strike. It might be good for him.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Ready with another 0-2. Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Well, we always expect him, if he's got 2 hits in the hit column, something's going to be over the boards. But hey, he'll take the 2 singles. Not complaining.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's Brian Dozier now. On a line to shortstop. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one
now
out.
Batting, the designated hitter.
Here's Byung-Ho Park. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
That was terrific. You always hear keep your hands inside the baseball. That's a perfect example. The ball was in and he took it back up the middle. You can't do that if you don't keep your hands inside the baseball.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
0-1 count. Here it comes. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hard hit at third. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's Todd Frazier now. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Into the windup and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Way in front of that fastball.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make them swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
This ball will be chopped foul. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giovanni Soto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A chance here for Dozier at second. Fielded cleanly. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Gibson steps into his windup. First pitch on the way. Yohan Moncada will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Another one sent foul. Ground ball right side. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Well, this guy's got good stuff. He held him to no hits for a long time. To get a little dribbler to start your offense going, though, that's a positive, believe it or not. Finally in the hit column.
Now at the plate, Tyler Saladino comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground softly towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Now
digging in the switch hitter, number 32. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First delivery to him on the way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 1-0 count. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gibson is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Jake Petrichka will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Ready for another chance? Eduardo Escobar. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Garcia is right there, and he's got it for the first out.
The batter, first baseman, Joe Mauer.
Digging in and looking for more, Joe Mauer. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Swing and a liner. But this will be foul.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Lined into right field for a leadoff single.
Hey, look, he may be hitting at the bottom of the order, but you put him in another lineup, he's
Now
at the
batting.
top. This lineup is loaded. Don't overlook
Jason
him.
Castro.
Stepping in now, Jason Castro, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1. Right side, hit hard. And Castro's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, he hit that ball hard right there. I think he got a little bit lucky. If it's at somebody, probably a double play ball instead of a single.
Here's Byron Buxton now as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Center fielder on the run. And that's the second out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Eddie Rosario. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Garcia going back at the track. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Twins digging in once again. Tim Anderson. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Melky Cabrera is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.